Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We got another Kansas City Chiefs video for you guys. Big primetime game this week against division rival in the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, the Chiefs are, like I said, they're 7-2. I think betting odds, they're like a 20% chance to win the Super Bowl. This is a really talented team. Patrick Mahomes is having just a historic season yet again. And people know the Chiefs are good, but I still feel like people aren't really talking about the Chiefs. I don't really know. Maybe I'm just not acclimated to mainstream football. I don't really know what the deal is, but we're back at it with the Chiefs video. If you guys want more Chiefs content, if you enjoy this video, hit the like button, hit that sub button. Let's try and get to 250 likes. Chiefs Kingdom, you guys are absolutely blessed the last couple of Chiefs videos I've been making, so I'm going to just keep on posting them. Now, this is a big game here because, you know, it's a division game. I don't think, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, especially if you're a Chargers fan, I don't think it's their year. I don't think they're that good. But it's the NFL, and it's a divisional game, so they're going to be putting a little bit extra onto it because it's Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody always is trying to take down the Kansas City Chiefs. So Kansas City has to be ready to play, and I anticipate a closer game. And I think Isaiah Pacheco, I think it really is, I think he's going to have a breakout game. He had the breakout-esque game last week. Career highs in carries with 16. Career high in rushing yards in a game with 82, the 7th round pick out of Rutgers. I think he's a huge X factor for the duration of this season. I think he's a huge X factor. So, you know, I know Chiefs Kingdom's a little bit split on CEH. I'm a fan of his versatility. Some people don't really think he's that versatile. I do think he should be more included in the passing game. But you have CEH, you have Isaiah, and you also have Jarek. And I think Jarek is also another one of those, just one of those players that you have in your back pocket. You know, just a back pocket veteran player. We saw it last year in the playoffs. I anticipate Isaiah and Jarek to be more included in the offense like we saw last week with Isaiah, with the career high in rushes, career high in carries. So the good news is this. The Chargers have allowed a league high 5.4 yards per carry. They've actually given up so far this season 1,321 yards rushing. 1,321 yards rushing. They've given up 11 touchdowns. To add insult to injury, they are without 2 defensive linemen that were placed on the IR just this past week. So I anticipate a heavy rushing attack. Now, I got a comment a couple of days ago saying Patrick Mahomes doesn't have that good of a season. The stats don't lie. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong stats. He's got a quarterback rating of 106.1. He's averaging 326 yards per game through the air. He might break Peyton Manning's record. He already has just a little under 3,000 passing yards. He has 25 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. So maybe I'm looking at the wrong statistics. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes, he's going to do his thing this week as he does every single week, but I do think the rushing game is going to be more included. Now, another thing to keep in mind, and this is something that ChiefsWire.USA today pointed out, Juju's out for this game, right? Concussion protocols. Kadarius Toney only saw, 30 snaps. He saw less than 30 snaps this past week. He's going to be heavily utilized in this game, in my opinion. And although we kind of saw a breakout game last week, 57 yards and a touchdown, he also had 2 carries for 33 yards. I think we're going to see more rushes. I think we're going to see more targets. We're going to see more receptions. We're going to see more yards. I think this is going to be the Isaiah and Kadarius game. I truly do. They are number 1 in offense, and they've been with Kadarius for 2 weeks. I don't really even count the Titans game as a week for Kadarius because he just got traded there, was more of a decoy. And, you know, Isaiah looks like he's taken over that starting job. So it's already an elite offense. It's already a lethal, explosive playmaking offense, and now you're just adding 2 more extremely playmaking type of players. This is going to be a fun offensive game. I have a strong inclination. I've got a feeling. I've got a crutch that the Kansas City Chiefs offensively are going to get already even more creative. Now, talking about the defense, it seems like a lot of you guys agreed with this comment. I don't have worries for the defense. I have their statistics right here. They're top 20 in opponent point per game, just a little under 23. Thankfully, when your offense is scoring 30, like the Chiefs' offense is averaging 30 points a night or per game, that helps a lot. I've had issues with the Chiefs' defense in the past. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think they're more improved. I think they're a lot more balanced. I think balance is the better word. I think this Chiefs, the additions they made, whether it was in the draft, because they have a ton of rookies on both sides of the ball, starting and just like producing for them, whether it was free agent, trade, NFL draft, whatever it was, I do think that the Kansas City Chiefs defense is a lot more balanced. It's something I'm going to be really heavily watching for the remainder of the season because that offense is going to do its thing every week. But the last 2 weeks, I know it's a small sample size because you've only played Jacksonville, no disrespect to Jacksonville, no disrespect to Tennessee either. They were without their starting quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. But those are two of the more lesser explosive offenses in the NFL. Well, they held them both to 17. I think in today's day and age, I think if you hold a team to less than 20 points, you're going to win. You're going to win that football game. And if you don't win that football game, well, your offense just was desperate. They were absolutely desperate. So I think this offense has been trending in the right direction. And if we go to before the bye week, when they played San Francisco, a very versatile offense, they held them to 23 points. Go to the week before, you played Buffalo. You held Buffalo to just 24 points. So Patrick Mahomes, this Chiefs offense, if you can hold your opponents to less than 24 points per game, you're gonna win. You're simply gonna win. The defense, honestly, is not even that desperate. Tampa Bay put up 31 against them in week 4. Arizona had just 21. The Chargers, the first time they played, they had 24. Indianapolis had 20. The stats really aren't that bad. They're not that bad at all. So I feel a lot more comfortable with this defense. If they can just be, which they are right now, middle of the pack, if they can, in the last half of the season, if they can become like a little bit better, a little bit more improved, start getting in those reps, building that chemistry, building that rapport with each other, just communication, making plays, I feel really good about the Kansas City Chiefs' chances this year. Their offense is so good, and one of the things they struggle with is rushing the ball. They average just 109.2 yards per game rushing. It's good for 21st in the NFL. Well, look at Isaiah. Look at Pacheco, right? Look at Jarrett. Look at Mahomes. I'll sprinkle in CEH in there, and I'm also going to definitely sprinkle in Kadarius Toney. So this is a lethal offense. I think they have I would use underrated might be a good word to describe the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Feel pretty good about the Super Bowl, man. Feeling pretty good. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Just stay healthy. If somebody's injured, get them their rest. They have a lot of guys who are making a lot of plays. So that's it for today. If you guys want more Chiefs content, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Apologize, we got a blank screen here behind us. Yeah. If this would be all over if not. So that's it for today. Hit the like button, hit that sub button. Let me know what you guys think about the Chiefs for the duration of the season, and I'll see you guys later.